That's very difficult to do. So it is very time consuming. And sometimes it might feel like, when you look at your views, it may not have been worth that time. So that leads me into my next question that I had, which, it has changed up a little bit because it kind of dealt with what the first question is. So I changed it up because conversation kind of went towards this a little bit. So, let's talk about our YouTube analytics. Do you guys check your analytics? And when you see that it may not be exactly what you expected, does it change the outlook on how you create your content?
So I'll be, because I'm the least, I'm the most removed. when I when I was doing content, I would check the views here and there. Like I didn't go too deep into like, the watch time, and I just kind of looked at, okay, the views. And I think just like with any content creator, sometimes you put out a video, you say, oh, this is a good one. Like, and then you put out another video, you're like, oh, it's okay. And somehow that okay video in your mind got way more views than the one you thought was really good.
Mhm.
But I never allowed the analytics to dictate like me wanting to stop or not, simply because like I enjoy it. And, at the end of the day, even if you have 10, 20, 30 views, like there's people out here that's enjoying your content, and
Mhm.
I feel like this YouTube thing is not like an overnight thing on average. Like, you got to kind of continue to put in the work. People get used to who you are, your content, and, and it just picks up if it does. But at the end of the day, it's more so just kind of being a part of the community, having fun, showing off what you picked off, you picked up. And, the analytics are the analytics. Like, I honestly think that if everyone cared about the analytics a lot of people would have left. And then a lot of the people that we talked about early on who had a bunch of subscribers, who had a bunch of views, they stopped. So, so you got to find that passion outside of the analytics, to me, and just keep
Mhm.
going until you potentially don't have that passion anymore to collect. Not even so much to do YouTube content, but I think it should just be dependent on your passion for the actual collecting that you're doing.
Right.
It seems that the YouTube analytics are going more so the live streaming side of things than it is actual video anymore, any uploads. Because if you notice, like most live streams that you do are getting hundreds of views. They're rewatchable, like they're just being rewatched over and over again. Or whereas you put, because trust me, I've seen it where I'm involved with something outside of the BlueTube community where I post a video, I do a live, I'm getting more views on that live than I am in my regular videos. So I can see where YouTube's coming from the live category, that you have to have all these lives. You have to start doing lives in order to garner that traction, in order for YouTube to see you in that algorithm. Because it's not like it used to be back in the day where it's like, oh, you have to be consistently doing a video every week or consistently doing a video. It's like the more you live stream, the more YouTube is going to see you in the analytics.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The live stream, it's a lot easier to just go ahead and live stream. Then you ain't got to worry about the editing and things like
Yes,
that.
yes,
And
that
people,
too.
if they miss it, I don't know how well it does with getting the replay versus somebody just seeing a regular video, because usually live
Facts.
streams are very long. And I know a lot of
Mhm.
people sometimes don't want to sit through a whole live stream and just listen through it unless they're usually doing something, they're at work or something, they want some background noise, then they're
Mhm.
more keen to doing it.
It
But
also depends on
that's
what you're
why,
talking about too
yeah,
in the
yep,
stream.
definitely.
A battle is rewatchable because it's just a thing of rounds and certain things. A hangout, depending on what the night was, the mood was, that's could be hit or miss. But I mean, everybody's different. Everybody finds different value in different things. So while we think this way, they might think that way. So I can't give a definite answer to that. But what I can tell you guys is that YouTube for certain favors live streams. In my feed, I get live streams from people I don't know from Adam. I don't know them at all. And they're doing stuff that I'm not interested in, that I've never clicked on, but somehow they're getting suggested to me. You guys don't even know them. It's just like it's so far left what they're talking about, but it's a live stream and they pop up, pop up, pop up. So they have prioritized live streams. And that's the thing. And live streams, let's be honest, guys, we all know everybody does live streams. They're cheap. Like if you're trying to get to them watch hours, you're trying to get some views, especially if you bring in a lot of people on your panel, you're bringing everybody, everybody's going to come for those 5, 10, whatever people, opposed to just one, especially if the topic is good. So it's a cheap way to get views, and I'm not knocking that. I mean, those that do it, that's cool. But I do miss you guys going, and I mean this to the whole community when I say this, I miss more videos. And I know there's still videos, people are still making videos, but it seems like it's all lives. And the lives, they're cool, they're hangouts, and we got to meet each other, and there's great incentives to that. But at the same time, I got to see you guys' creativity in your videos. I got to see more of your personality. You do know when you're on this screen with 10 people, you have to share the room, so you don't see as much of you, and then you guys are all of you guys, and everybody, you just become more creative when you have to do things on your own or do things just a video opposed to a live. And I mean, I know it's easier and it's cool and it's fun. It definitely is fun. That is the main reason people do it. But I think a lot of people are doing themselves a disservice by just going live after live and, forgetting about their videos, because it feels like, okay, you're a group, you're a team. This is a collective channel now. It's not, because I've seen 10 lives from your channel and I've seen one video in the middle of that. So it's almost like you're losing something in the midst of always doing lives. So it's pick your poison, guys. It's all good, it's all fun, but you guys remember where you started. Most of everybody here that's been here longer than a year have started making videos first. And remember, we caught on to each other through making videos. So don't forget to keep that in mind when you're going live 20 times. Try to work in some videos, guys. And and also too, one more thing I'll say, the live feels, everybody has to go live, and it feels that it became a competition, and it's so hard. It's and it's not even that, even if you're not trying to go live, it's how do I be 20 places at one time? And like we just said, all lives aren't like rewatchable. They're the moment. You have to be there to feel the true experience when they're happening. So you miss a lot, when you guys are all going live at the same time. So, it kind of hurts in a way, that I don't get to see you guys as much, because it feels everybody wants to be live at the same time. So,
and
with
scheduling too, like jobs, people's jobs, they can't see that live.
Right.
See that live at that same time. So a recorded video on a topic, they can easily just plug it in, and unless you're showing something, can listen to it as a podcast. I know I've done that before. Unless you're showing me something on the screen the whole time, it's listening to it the whole time when I'm driving to and from work.
Yeah, facts. I know one thing I miss, man. I miss the IG lives. Now I know that there's a different. To me, there was a different feel between the IG lives and the YouTube lives.
It is
partially because too, with the IG live, it wasn't subsequently posted, so you kind of had to be there. To be in there and kind of enjoy it. Whereas with the YouTube, it's obviously going to go up on the person's page. And so there was like this random feel of like, all right, someone went live now, depending on the time, everyone's jumping in. You have no idea what the topic is, because it's just random. Everything is random, essentially.
It's like hanging out
up in there. The 4 people that got up in there just start talking. Somebody drops out the next person. You got the people in the chat talking. Like, to me, I enjoyed that randomness of the IG lives, and I don't know if my memory can serve me, but I don't know if 2022 and 2021 were we experiencing this many YouTube lives, and if we weren't, like, is there a new influx in YouTube lives because the IG lives have now kind of died away, and so now it's like, well, this is like the new spot.
We weren't
YouTube. IG Lives, man. IG Lives is where it was at.
I definitely agree with that. I didn't even think about that right now, but they were a lot of fun because of that pop in, pop out, and then you had people waiting, and they would message, be like, "Nah, I'm up next. I'm next. Let me up. You had all that going on. So it was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna deny that. And like you said, it happened at a time where a lot of people were sitting at home. We didn't have much going on, so it was even more time that you got to connect with each other, build a bond with each other, and just have a good time. just
Right.
randomly throughout the day. So yeah, I mean, it
And it
was
was
a good time. I
spontaneous.
definitely miss it. I do. A lot of funny stuff happened. I wish we
Yeah.
still had all that stuff recorded. I know a
A
lot
lot
of
of us
people would.
met through that
Yeah,
way. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and even if we didn't meet that way, that's how we became like closer and, like bonded with each other because those lives. So yeah, you're right, Dakota. That's another thing that's missing, and it's a big
Yeah.
change. And when you say they just happened, because they were so spontaneous, and that was a great thing because you never know, or you might be free at that moment. So it wasn't like, all right, let me schedule this out for the next Tuesday of the third month, and it's like a whole thing. You got to wait and be free for that. It was, if you're free, jump up if there's a free spot, and that was just,
Yeah.
and it's 4 people, so it's like when we used to play video games and somebody say I got next, it was just
Yeah.
like that. Whoever got KO'd, they were up next. So that was great.
yeah, and then you gotta think. Sometimes Instagram was crazy, so some people might only get that hour to stream, and we don't went over the hour. They start seeing the
Right.
tick down, like, hey, it's about to end. It's about to end. So
Yeah.
we heard him be like, all right, who's gonna hit the live button next? So we can
Yep.
keep this
Facts.
thing going.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. I
Mhm.
definitely
fun.
miss it. But to go back to the question that was on the board at the time about the analytics, man, I definitely play it definitely plays a big part with me a lot of times, man. I really get caught up in it with it. It's kind of why I slowed down recently, to be honest. I kind of got tired of doing just the solo videos and just the same old thing that everybody else was doing, pick up videos on Tuesday. But like Cal said, when I started doing the different intros, that was to try to, I would check the analytics and people weren't watching the video for long. So I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I catch them in the first 5 to 10 seconds? Let me try to find the funniest clip out of my previous video, or let me make sure I say something funny in this video. So on the next video, I can clip that and place it as the intro. So I was playing that little game trying to catch the analytics because I started paying a lot more attention to it than what I was doing before. So it does it played a big part in me creating content because I'm still buying stuff. I haven't been to Best Buy in quite some time. Most of my stuff is coming from Target, Mercari, eBay. So I'm still getting stuff in. I just don't have the passion to create the content on it because there's 10 to 20 other people that are doing the same type of content. Then I'm spending the time to create it also, but I'm only getting 200 to 300 views. But then my battles are getting, anywhere of upwards of 600 to 1,000. So it's like, I want to put that effort into the battles more than I want to do it with this solo content because I'm not seeing the output from it.
Because
I did have fun doing those intros. So I like it. I'm glad you called it, Cal.
this goes back into the live stream aspect of this question too, is that when you drop out of a YouTube live stream and come back, that's another view. It's not the same view you had. Say you had 10 people watching it. One drops off. It says 9, but you're already at 10 views. So when that guy pops in, now that's 11. So that's the way YouTube does their lives, where it's like each time you drop out, oh, that's a new view. And then people, because of busyness or getting a phone call or something, have to drop out of that chat, and then they come back in, oh, look, there's another view and another view and another view.
That's nice. Hey, I didn't know that, Ben. So now, you telling people that what's going to happen is 30 people is going to just drop out and they're going to keep coming back and forth.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing
cool.
with YouTube, man. Those views are skewed sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like,
So yeah, I mean, Cal said it earlier. A lot of people do the lives to get their watch time up. That was part of how I ended up getting monetized. I found out. I heard some people say when I was watching sneaker YouTube, they was like, just go live, and then when you're not in your account or you're at somebody else's house or just anything like that, play your videos. Just let it play randomly. Just leave it on, letting it play. That's watch time for you. So that's what I started doing, and that's what part of what got me monetized.
Damn, man, y'all really hot today. You talking about letting the videos play? Dakota up here promoting Instagram lives over YouTube streams. It's, whew, y'all gonna get us canceled.
Hey, I'm just saying. Listen, this is what it is.
Part 3 canceled.
Oh my God, yeah, YouTube gonna be like, no, what are y'all doing?
See,
See,
facts. Everybody drop out or come back. Nah.
but see Dale, I see
KB
Dale
just said that.
saying.
Yeah.
Dale comment, I never do Tuesday haul videos. Way too many of you guys are already doing it.
Yeah.
Dale, that's how I felt too. But
Facts.
you know what? A lot of people hit me up and they was like, I want to see yours. So when it comes
Right.
in like that, it hits a little bit different. And it was the same way with me. I dabbled in reviews for a little bit. I wanted to stay away from it because I didn't feel like I had the top-notch equipment to be reviewing a movie. So I didn't want to do it. But so many people kept saying, hey, do reviews, that I finally gave it a try. I started doing video reviews. I started doing letterbox reviews because there's still that little bit of audience that really wants your opinion. They really love your channel. And Dell, I'm sure you know who those people are that are always there for your content. Well, you know, we all got them. So, you know, every now and then, if you can feed those few people, you know, that goes a lot further than, you know, trying to make content for people who are just there every now and then.
Right. That's very true, man. Very true. See, and you know what? That's a very good compliment because that goes back to what I said earlier. When, all right, if there's 20 of us doing all the same exact thing, we're going to a spot that has 95% of the same stuff, and you say, all right, I'm done, and they say, oh no, we want your video. So that's a real compliment to you because they're following it for you, your personality, what you bring to it, because it's the same movie. We all bought the Flash, we all bought the Chuckies, but what did you bring to it different that they have to see? And that's a real compliment, and that's why I be telling you guys, like, it's all about you, not so much the material, you know.
Yeah, definitely is. I mean, like Cal said, it's a great way to just bring out who you truly are. Because even with me, you know, I'm sitting here hosting, you know, it's hard for me to get out of that hosting mindset and do more talking that I want to do because I'm trying to, you know, deal with the screen, look at the comments, put them up on the screen and things like that. So I can't really engage quite like I want to because I'm in host mode. So anytime I can get a chance, you know, people don't ask me very often to come on their channel. I don't really know why. People try to, you know, kind of maybe give me some reasons why they think people don't really ask me, but they don't. But I do not mind coming on people's channel. It gives me a chance to sit back and just relax and talk and have a good time, but it just doesn't happen. So it is what it is. I love hosting as well. I think I do a pretty good job of it. You know, people say I'm pretty good at it. So, you know, I enjoy both sides of it, but every now and then I would like to be on the other side of it.
Look at the ball.
Community,
Y'all
y'all scared? Y'all scared to let D-Ray come on y'all thing? What's wrong with y'all? Let's get him on it.
Well, Jakota, we don't be seeing you much either, though. So they scared of you too? Oh yeah, I ain't seen you much anywhere. Where you been?
You know, the way my internet is set up.
Hey, Culture Trinity, Jakota want to battle you. Steelbook battle. Let's go.
People buy steelbooks every day, B. You be all right.
Yeah.